pretend this never happened if anyone ever asks. Like, oh yeah, no, totally. Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We'll be doing a smoky eye, but we're following the instructions from the kit I bought. So I went on Beauty Pie's website and they have these little kits for either a smoky eye or a red carpet look. So I picked up the Smokey Eye Kit. We're going to give the instructions that they provided with it a go. We'll use only what was provided in the kit. We'll see what happens. So I have started off with a nice base layer. If you're new here, hello. My name is Julia. I have a channel focused on makeup, skincare, those sorts of things. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So in case you're unfamiliar with Beauty Pie, it's kind of like if Costco only sold their own house brand items. So like basically it's a membership website, you pay an annual fee, you can buy their products, but they're all like house-made products. So there's no other brand names, it's all their own stuff. And they do specialize in basically taking inspiration from existing products and reproducing them at a fraction of the price. So that's the general gist of it. If you're interested in learning more about it, leave a comment and we can go into some more of their items. We can talk about it a little bit more. But I thought today we're just going to focus on this little kit and have some fun putting it together. So the kit shows up in this nice little green case. So it's pretty cool. We took everything out of it, but it's a really nice little travel case. This is the Pati Dubroff. She is a makeup artist and she did a collaboration with Beauty Pie to come up with this. So everything came in the little kit. It came with an eyeliner pencil, a dual-ended eyeshadow brush. So we have a big fluffy end and then we have a smaller end. An eyeshadow quad. So this is going to be reminiscent of my New Year's Eve makeup look, actually. I did like a gray, silver, sort of inspired smoky eye. We're basically going to be recreating, well, not quite. It's a little different than the one I did, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. There's a highlighter stick, so a cream highlighter. There's a Uber Volume Mascara with this great big wand. Uber Volume Boost Velvet Mascara. And finally, there's a lip color balm. So all the essentials you need to do your eye look, a little bit of highlight, and your lip look. The step-by-step instructions are available on the Beauty Pie website. I'll link it down below if you wanted to follow along at your own pace. And the first tip I will say is don't apply powder. So that's why we're a little shiny on the under eye area. I've been trying out the Say Beauty concealer, and I've noticed that concealer is fairly luminous, which is great because by the time you've set your under eye concealer with powder, it still looks nice. It doesn't end up looking too cakey. So it's a little shiny right now, but we'll finish that up at the end. I think they were saying you should keep either your concealer brush, I had a beauty blender, so that is nearby, to do any cleanup along the way in case you have some fallout. All right, so we'll start with step 1, which is applying the new Super Kohl eyeliner in Smoky Quartz along the waterline and over the lower lash line. So we've got the pencil. Let's get going. All right, that was step 1. I know putting eyeliner in the water line itself isn't my favorite thing to do, but it's all in the interest of the perfect smoky eye. All right, I think we're ready for step 2. Just kidding, step 1's not quite done yet. We're supposed to take the small end of the brush and then blend out the eyeliner. All right, now on to step 2, which, funny story, step 1 was the lower lash line. Step 2 was the upper lash line. So I've already done step 1 and step 2. So now we're gonna move on to step 3, where we get to start playing around with the eyeshadow quad. All right, we're going to start with the darkest of the smoky shades, Deep Matte Black. Using the smaller end of the brush, apply this eyeshadow over the pencil only. So we're basically using the eyeliner pencil, how you would use a lip liner pencil to help hold the product in place. In this case, the eyeshadow. So we'll dab a little bit on over where we just applied the eyeshadow. All right, now after applying the eyeshadow, you're supposed to soften the tips or the edges with your fingertip. All right, next we're going to use the larger end of the brush to make sure the finish is soft and blended. All right, now on to step number 4. Still using the larger end of the brush and patting off any excess before application, apply the soft, natural beige shade. This will be going in with the lighter color. One over here. So we'll be applying that to the inner portion of the eye in gentle strokes. So for patting off the excess, I do happen to have a color switch from Sigma. There's like different sections in here for eyeshadow, for cream products, for larger, like a face brush for like blush or something. I do like to take it and then you just sort of swirl around the brush on the little silicone nubblies and it takes the color off of the brush so you don't have to worry about like getting it all over your arm, because usually what I'll do is I'll go like this on the arm to switch the colors. And if you're getting ready to go for a night out, you could accidentally like get it on your clothes or get it somewhere. It's just, I really like having something like this. I mean, you can always use a paper towel or something like that too, but this is pretty convenient and it's reusable. So now you can see I'm not getting any of the black color off, so the switch did its job. All right, now on to the lighter shade. They do have a tip in here. This is where it pays to read the entirety of a step before you start it. The pro tip says if your eyes have a more open shape, apply this light shade to the center of the eyelid instead. Or if you have more hooded eyes, ding ding, apply it to the brow bone only. So I think in the pictures it looks like you still need some of it in the inner corner, but we're going to do more the inner and then we'll do some of the brow bone for my personal eye shade. You can adjust according to yours. All right, now we'll apply some to the brow bone. For step 5, they don't mention using any different end of the brush, so I assume they still mean the large end. And since we just used the lightest shade, we're moving on to the matte gray, which is a little, still pretty light, but a little darker. So it's right there. This goes to the outer portion and center of the eyelid. And then it's supposed to meet up with the matte black shade. Alright, now that I'm looking at these pictures, because I was like, this can't be quite it. I did miss a little bit of step 2, where we're supposed to have brought the dark eyeshadow shade up and into the crease a little bit. So I'll put a picture up so you can see what I mean. I think I can still add this because it's with the smaller end of the brush. So yeah, we'll just add a little of that right now. Pretend this never happened. If anyone ever asks, like, oh yeah, no, totally. All right, I think we're a little closer to the pictures now. That's the thing, sometimes reading instructions is a little different than seeing the actual picture of what you're supposed to be doing. But we're at the fun part now. We're at the adding the silver glitter. The final eyeshadow step. Press and tap the metallic silver shimmer over the center of the eyelids to visibly brighten and open up the eyes. So, a little finger painting, which is always fun. Glitter always makes everything better. So if anyone has seen the written instructions and the pictures, you'll notice step 8 kind of missing. If you're looking in the pro tips a little further down, you'll notice that there is a step to take some of that highlighter stick, which we haven't used up until now. You take some of that, warm it up on the back of your hand, mix it in with a little bit of moisturizer, and then you can use it as like an eye gloss, use it as your highlighter. So we're gonna take a little bit, I don't have any moisturizer, but that's okay. We're just gonna see if we can use a little bit of the highlighter on there. So we will warm up a little bit on the back of my hand. We'll apply this in the center as instructed. I don't know that it did a whole lot. Maybe if you do mix it with the moisturizer, you'll get a more dramatic effect. I was never a fan of eye glosses though, so that's why I was like, I don't know, I feel like it might ruin it if I turn this into an eye gloss. Oh, I mean, it kind of added a little bit of warmth to it because otherwise this is a fairly cool eye look. This is my first time trying the Beauty Pie mascara, so let's see how much of an uber volume boost we can get. The directions are fairly specific about several coats of mascara and applying it to the lower eyelashes, so we are going to do as we are told. All right, let's go on for one more. That layered pretty well. Sometimes when you go in with extra mascara after the first coat's dried, it can get a little clumpy. But this is looking good so far. I don't know, do you think 2 coats counts as several? You know what, I'm really happy with where this is. I don't think I want to push it. I think I'm going to stop right here. All right, so the final step is to use the lip crayon. So this is West Coast Nude. Now this is supposed to be more of a lip balm, so I'm not expecting it to be super opaque, just, you know, nice and hydrating. A little wash of color. Yeah, it feels nice and hydrating. That's not too opaque. We'll do a little hand swatch real quick. Not like super dark, it's perfect. I was a little worried it'd be kind of brown, but it ends up looking really, really nice actually. Usually when you've done a lot with the eyes, you don't want to do a whole lot with the lips. So this is just perfect. I don't know, what do we think? I think I'm pretty happy, although I did promise I was going to put some powder under the eyes to tone down the illumination of my concealer. So we'll do that really quick. There we go, and there wasn't too much fallout with the glitter, so that just brushed away what little bit there was. This was just the Say Beauty translucent face powder. Figured I'd use the same setting powder as the concealer just to make sure everything works well together. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the kit was a lot of fun. I can't wait to try this again a few more times, maybe go a little more aggressive with the eyeliner itself, I think is what I was missing, because it's not quite the same as the finished picture. But that's okay. I think with each individual and your own eye shape, it's going to end up looking different on you. And then there's your own personal preferences. So I think this was a great first attempt. I really enjoyed the kit. Let me know what you guys think. If you thought this was fun, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.